This wreckage is horrifying, but maybe there's something I can use. There's a loose piece of shrapnel here with a sharp edge. You can never have too many weapons. Excuse me?
Yes?
Are you the leader of the Reaper cult?
Indeed. My name is Jess. Welcome. I'd prefer it if you didn't use such a pejorative word to describe us, though. We're the Acolytes of the Reaper. Please address us by that name, if you would.
Of course. I'm sorry. My name is Amy, by the way.
A pleasure, Amy. May you find the peace you seek here.
Can you tell me about the Reaper?
Of course. Was there anything in particular you wanted to know?
Who is he?
He is our savior, the shepherd, the psychopomp. He is the one who would lead us to the promised land, the life beyond.
Heaven?
It has many names. Heaven, paradise, nirvana, the promised land. But though the names vary, the concept remains the same.
Can you be sure it will be better? Or that there even is a promised land?
Even if what lies beyond death is nothing but oblivion, it would still be better than this world.
I suppose so. What does the Reaper do?
He removes us from the misery of this life and takes us beyond.
How?
His legion of ravens patrols the skies and searches for the sick and dying. They appear to those who are near death and summon him.
Ravens?
Yes, ravens with red eyes that refuse to sing. If you see one, it means he's near.
I've seen quite a few of them, actually.
Then consider yourself lucky, Amy. You are not long for this world.
What's your reason for worshipping him?
I was once a non-believer, but I had an experience many years ago that changed everything.
What happened?
I saw him, and I lived. At first I didn't know why, but in time I came to understand. I was chosen. It became my duty to spread his word. Death is coming for us all. We must embrace it rather than fear it.
Does that mean you're a suicide cult?
I asked you not to use that word.
Right, sorry.
And no, we are not. To die by our own hands would disrupt the Reaper's pattern. We all have our allotted times, and expediting those would anger him. So we wait and comfort each other in our last days.
Do you know where I can find the Reaper?
Your time will come. Just be patient.
No, you don't understand. I've already seen him. I need to find him again.
You've seen him?
Yes, a few weeks ago.
Did he speak to you?
He did. He said he was going to ease my pain.
And yet, here you are.
When I saw him, I was fighting for my life. It took me 3 weeks just to stand again. I didn't want to die. Now, I don't know. I just want to see my friends and family again.
I'm sorry you've been through so much. You need to find out why you were robbed of your passage to the Promised Land. You need to have the vision.
The what?
It's a ritual we have for those who seek communion with the Reaper. It will allow you to speak to him and ask whatever questions you want. Go through that door there. It will lead you to a courtyard. Sit on the bench. Underneath it, you will find a decanter. Drink from it. You will soon go into a deep trance. If you are lucky, he will come to you.
That's all I wanted to know about the Reaper for now.
Very well.
How come you don't wear a hat like everyone else?
When I saw the Reaper, the encounter left me feeling terrified. My hair turned white, seemingly overnight. When I began spreading the word, I decided to use my hair as a symbol of my encounter, as proof that what I saw was real. To cover it up with a hat would be a disservice to his legacy.
So, why is there a plane sticking out of this church?
The story goes that on the day the world ended, there was an airplane flying overhead that got caught in the blast. It ended up crashing into this cathedral, killing all those on board as well as everyone inside the building.
That's awful.
Is it? They were spared the misery of the world after the catastrophe. I rather envy them, to be honest.
Have a good day.
May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
I'm so glad Gus and Pop aren't here to see this. Ew. Oh, my head is swimming. What was in that decanter?
Amy.
That sounded like Clem?
You've sure had a hell of a time, huh, Amy? How are you holding up? You know what you have to do now, right?
I don't know. I'm just ready to give up.
Don't do that just yet. I can help you. Follow me.
Why are we here, Clem? I thought the whole point of this was to talk to the Reaper.
You've got some jumbled thoughts going around your head. You need to get those sorted out.
How am I supposed to do that?
There's some folks who will help you with that.
Hey, Amy.
Denby.
Hello again, Wellard.
Oh God, not you again.
Hey, kiddo.
Dad.
Each of them is here to help you put your thoughts together. I'll just leave you to it. See you soon, Amy.
I thought I killed you.
Indeed, and I almost killed you. Luckily for me, that moment lives on in your memory. Let's go revisit it, shall we? You know, I thought you were done for after our little disagreement. And then when the Reaper swooped in, pure poetry. What was it he said to you, anyway? I'm dying to know.
He said he could ease my pain.
Oh, is that all?
No. No, he said something else, just as I was blacking out.
That's right, he did. What was it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember or don't want to remember. Mental blocks sure are problematic, aren't they?
You're in my way.
Yes, that's the nature of mental blocks. What are you going to do about it?
I'm really sick of you.
Relax. I've come to ease your pain. I'm a doctor.
Doctor?
Very good, Amy. Now jump.
Denby, I'm so sorry. I wish I got to you in time. You didn't deserve this.
Hey, don't apologize. It's not your fault. There's something I need to show you. Come with me.
What's going on?
You know how you've been seeing all those ravens?
Yes, something has been bothering me about them.
So think about it. What exactly is it about them that's bothering you?
It's just a regular raven, like the ones I saw at Fripp Square and Pop's farm. All they do is wait to eat things and make noise.
Sure, that's what ravens do, isn't it?
A raven with red eyes. This is like the one that helped me escape Blackwell. Hang on, I didn't realize just how crazy that sounds. How could a bird help someone escape from jail?
I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me, too.
It doesn't make sense. The ravens I've been seeing with the red eyes. I've never seen another living thing with eyes that glow like that.
What sort of things have you seen that do?
Shards, electric lights, artificial things.
That's right.
So that means these ravens aren't real?
Makes sense to me.
But they fly, and they clearly understand commands.
Whoops.
Of course. They're mechanical. But if that's the case, who's controlling them?
Excellent question. You'll find an answer, I'm sure. You should head back. Don't forget what we talked about.
I won't. Goodbye, Denby. I miss you.
Miss you too, Amy. Take care of yourself.
Dad, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you too, kiddo. How have you been?
I've been better. How come you never told me you were a rebel?
Becoming a rebel was my choice to make. I wanted you to live as carefree as possible. The less you knew, the more time you could spend playing with your friends. Being a kid.
I think I understand.
Now, come on. We've got work to do. Right, let's get back to work. It's been way too long.
Okay, let's get to work.
Ah, crap, I completely forgot. Gordon brought that fan in before. Said it was giving him trouble.
I'll take care of it. Shouldn't be more than a couple minutes.
That's my girl.
Let's see here. There, kid stuff.
Good going, kiddo. Now we can focus on the car.
Right. Now we can get started.
Well, wouldn't you just know it? If it's not one thing, it's another. Nelson's pump was always giving me problems.
I'll take care of it. Right. This shouldn't take too long. Done. No sweat.
Nice one. Finally, we can get started. Have you been able to find the missing parts?
Daddy, I'm so sorry. I wanted to finish fixing it. I wanted to have something to remember you by. But I've been so busy running the shop, and then I got sick, and I don't think I'm going to live long enough to be able to do it.
Hey, now, none of that. It's all right. You've been dealt a horrible hand. Worse than most. And you've been so strong through it all. An old car isn't worth your life, kiddo.
I just feel like I'm failing you. I'm so sorry.
Failing me? Amelia Grace Wellard, you stop that nonsense right now. You've already done more with the rebels than I ever did. It's gonna change the world. You've got too much left to live for. Too many people depend on you. You can't give up here.
Okay, I know you're right. I think I just needed to hear someone say it. Thank you, Daddy.
I'm your dad. It's what I do.
It was great seeing you again. I love you.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Get everything sorted?
I think so, yes.
Great. Time to send you back.
Thanks for all your help, Clem. I'm sorry about...
Don't you worry about that, Amy. I went out helping the rebels. Couldn't have asked for much more than that. Now you get yourself back, and you do your part. I know everything will turn out fine.
That was intense. but I only have more questions. I've got to find the Reaper. Only he has the answers. Wait a minute. Where did you come from? Okay, you've obviously brought me something. Let's have it.
Welcome back. I hope you were successful in your communion with the Reaper.
Well, did you have the vision?
I did. It was certainly something.
Wonderful. I won't ask any more. Each person's vision is unique and private, but I hope it gave you the guidance you were seeking.
Oh, it did. Believe me. Have a good day.
May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
Hi, Nelson.
Amy, you shouldn't stick around too long. The guards have been looking for you. Be careful, Amy.
Nelson, does this mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. That page is from one of my art books. There was a young lady here several years ago who was reading it, and when she got to that page, she became very upset and tore it out. Ran off, screaming about the Reaper. It was very odd.
The Reaper?
Yes, I think she said something about having seen him. As I said, it was many years ago. It's difficult to remember.
That's fine. Thanks for the information. Hey, Jess? Does this mean anything to you?
Where did you get that?
Raven brought it to me. I know that sounds ridiculous, but...
No, not at all. That painting, it's what started all of this. This is clearly a sign from the Reaper.
I'm not quite following here.
18 years ago, I was keeping my friend Wilson company while he was on a lottery job for Tiberius. He had been sent to fix a water pump, and the ruins of the building it was in had a copy of that painting. When he had finished the job, I asked him to get it for me, and...
And?
Apparently, Wilson had green lung, but hadn't told me. He said he was getting the vaccine for his sister. I saw a raven right before Wilson collapsed. The Reaper appeared shortly after. He came to claim Wilson's soul. That's when I had my epiphany.
Where did this all happen?
It was in Sector 67, in a collapsed building next to a parking lot.
Huh. It's a long shot, but it might be worth investigating.
I can only hope the Reaper visits you so you may find peace.
Yeah, thanks. Doesn't look like he's been here that long. Poor guy. This is still in really good condition. It might be worth having. There she is, Lady Twiner. There are a couple of weird bulges here, as though there was something hidden behind the eyes. This can't be a coincidence. Someone is leaving me a trail. This symbol looks familiar. Where have I seen it before? Fits perfectly. What was that noise? Most of the text is faded, but I can make out the words McNulty Hatch Corp at the bottom. There's a little plaque on it that says McNulty Hatch Corp. It's sealed tight. I won't be able to open it like this. I think I heard something coming from the next car.
Hold it right there. Keep your hands where I can see them and don't make any sudden moves. Now who are you and what are you doing on my train?
My name's Amy. I was just looking for something.
A likely story. You can't fool me. I know a scavenger when I see one. Lucky for you, I'm not in the mood to clean up any messes today. I'll let you see yourself out, but if you touch anything, you're gonna have to answer to old Betsy here. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on out here, you old flea bag. Ain't nothing too dangerous out here. I know, I'll feed you now, you old beggar.